Um, of all the challenges that begin to creep into our lives after the age of 50, one of the most frustrating is the battle for a good night's sleep. Maybe you've experienced it yourself, tossing and turning in the middle of the night, staring at the ceiling while the clock ticks past midnight, knowing that you'll wake up groggy, sluggish, and not nearly as energized as you want to be. It's an invisible burden because from the outside you might look fine, but on the inside you know that sleep or the lack of it is slowly draining your energy, your patience, and even your joy. Many people over 50 notice changes in their sleep patterns. They fall asleep more slowly, wake up more often, and sometimes feel like their sleep is simply not as restorative as it once was. The body changes, hormones shift, and life stressors don't exactly disappear with age. In fact, for many, they increase. And so the question arises, is there anything simple, natural, and effective that can help us sleep better after 50? Surprisingly, one answer might already be sitting in your kitchen: the humble egg. Now, at first glance, eggs might not seem like the kind of food that would influence sleep. After all, we usually think of them as breakfast food, something that energizes us in the morning rather than lulls us to rest at night. But if you look a little deeper, you'll find that eggs carry some remarkable nutrients that play a direct role in how your body produces and regulates sleep hormones. For people over 50, this is even more relevant because our bodies don't process nutrients quite as efficiently as they once did, and every bit of support matters. Let's explore this together in a way that's both scientific and practical and see whether eating eggs can actually help you rest easier at night. First, let's talk about one of the most important sleep regulators in the human body: melatonin. This hormone is what tells your brain when it's time to wind down. As the sun sets and darkness falls, your body is supposed to release melatonin, making you drowsy and helping you drift into sleep. But here's the catch: melatonin production often declines with age. This is one reason older adults tend to struggle with insomnia or disrupted sleep. Eggs, particularly egg whites, contain an amino acid called tryptophan, which is a key building block in the production of serotonin. And serotonin is eventually converted into melatonin. Think of it like a chain reaction. Tryptophan helps create serotonin, serotonin helps create melatonin, and melatonin helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. It's a beautiful cascade, and eggs are one of the most accessible, affordable sources of tryptophan you can add to your diet. But that's not the whole story. Another nutrient eggs are rich in is vitamin B6. This vitamin plays a crucial role in converting tryptophan into serotonin. Without enough B6, your body may struggle to complete that transformation. After 50, deficiencies in B vitamins are more common, partly due to changes in absorption and partly because of medications many people take. By incorporating eggs into your daily meals, you're giving your body a steady supply of the tools it needs to support this natural process. And here's where my own perspective comes in. I've spoken with many people in their 60s and 70s who tell me they've tried all sorts of tricks for better sleep: herbal teas, white noise machines, even over the counter sleep aids. Some work temporarily, others not at all, and many come with side effects. But one recurring theme is that simple nutrition changes, like including more protein rich foods at dinner, can often make a bigger impact than expected. Eggs fit perfectly here because they're not just about tryptophan and B6, they also provide high quality protein that helps stabilize blood sugar overnight. And this matters. How many times have you woken up at 3 a.m., wide awake, with no clear reason? Often it's because of fluctuations in blood sugar. If your blood sugar crashes in the middle of the night, your body responds by releasing stress hormones like cortisol, which wake you up. Eggs, being a steady source of protein, help prevent those dramatic spikes and crashes, giving your body a better chance at a full, uninterrupted sleep cycle. If you're nodding your head because you've experienced those restless nights, you're not alone. If this sounds familiar, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story because so many people think they're the only ones going through it when in fact it's incredibly common. Now, another fascinating connection between eggs and sleep has to do with choline. Choline is an essential nutrient found abundantly in egg yolks, and it supports brain health, including the regulation of neurotransmitters like acetylcholine. While acetylcholine is often associated with memory and learning, it also plays a role in the brain's sleep wake cycle. Maintaining healthy levels of choline as you age can mean a sharper mind by day and a calmer, steadier transition into rest at night. And here's something else worth noting. For women after menopause, and for men as testosterone levels naturally decline, hormones can disrupt sleep dramatically. Hot flashes, night sweats, restlessness, all of these become part of the picture. Eggs, with their healthy fats and hormone supportive nutrients like vitamin D, can offer gentle support. Vitamin D, which is present in eggs and often lacking in older adults, influences melatonin production and circadian rhythm. Think about that for a moment. A single food that helps feed the building blocks of serotonin and melatonin stabilizes blood sugar and even contributes to hormone balance. It's no wonder more researchers are beginning to connect eggs with sleep health. Of course, the real question is, how do you use this knowledge in your own life? After all, it's one thing to know the science and another to put it into practice. From what I've seen, one of the simplest changes people can make is to adjust the timing of when they eat eggs. Instead of just having them for breakfast, consider including them in your evening meal. For example, a vegetable omelet for dinner or a hard-boiled egg as part of a light evening snack can give your body the nutrients it needs right when it's preparing for sleep. Now, some people might wonder whether eating eggs at night will make them feel too full or heavy. The key here is balance. 1 or 2 eggs combined with vegetables or a small portion of whole grains can provide just enough protein and nutrients without weighing you down. In fact, many older adults who've tried this report feeling not only more satisfied but also more relaxed as they head to bed. It's also worth addressing a common concern: cholesterol. For decades, eggs were unfairly demonized as dangerous because of their cholesterol content. But modern research has shown that for most healthy adults, including those over 50, eating eggs in moderation does not significantly increase heart disease risk. In fact, the nutrients in eggs, like omega-3s, antioxidants such as lutein and zeaxanthin, and high-quality protein, support cardiovascular health, which in turn supports sleep. Because let's be honest, it's hard to sleep well when your body is under strain from poor heart health. And here's a personal thought. Sometimes the very act of preparing and eating a simple, wholesome food like eggs can itself be a form of self-care. After 50, life can feel complicated. Responsibilities pile up, loved ones age, and the pace of change can be overwhelming. There's something grounding about cracking open an egg, cooking it slowly, and enjoying it mindfully. That ritual, combined with the nutrients inside, can signal to your body it's time to nourish, it's time to restore, and soon it's time to rest. If you're finding this perspective helpful, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I share many insights like these, always with the goal of empowering people over 50 to live healthier, fuller lives. And your support helps this community grow. Now, I don't want to give the impression that eggs are some kind of magic sleep potion. They're not. Sleep is influenced by many factors: light exposure, stress levels, exercise, routine, and yes, diet. But eggs can be one powerful piece of the puzzle. By including them thoughtfully in your diet, you're stacking the deck in your favor. Imagine going to bed knowing you've fueled your body with exactly what it needs to create melatonin, to keep blood sugar steady, and to calm your mind. Imagine waking up feeling refreshed with more clarity and energy, ready to face the day. That's what we're aiming for. Not perfection, but progress. I know some of you may be listening and thinking, I've tried everything, nothing helps. And to you, I want to say, don't give up. Sometimes it's not about drastic changes, but about small, consistent choices. Swapping a sugary dessert for a simple scrambled egg in the evening might seem too minor to matter, but over time it can shift the rhythm of your nights. And when your nights improve, your days follow. Better sleep means better mood, sharper memory, stronger immunity, and even a longer life. Sleep is not just a luxury, it's medicine, and you deserve every dose of it. So the next time you're staring at the ceiling at midnight, wondering what's wrong with you, remember this: nothing is wrong. Your body is simply asking for the right kind of support. And sometimes the answer isn't in a pill bottle or an expensive gadget. Sometimes it's in the simplest foods that have been with us all along. If you've struggled with sleep and decide to try adding eggs into your evening routine, come back and share your experience. Did it make a difference? Did you feel calmer, more satisfied, or perhaps even drift off more easily? Your story could encourage someone else who's still searching for hope. And together, we can create a space where aging isn't about decline, but about wisdom. Signed, about learning new ways to care for ourselves and about thriving in every season of life. To everyone listening, I want to leave you with this. Life after 50 is not a downhill slope. It's a new chapter. Yes, sleep may feel elusive at times, but your body still has remarkable capacity for renewal and balance. Don't underestimate the power of small choices, whether it's an egg at dinner, a walk in the evening light, or a moment of gratitude before bed. Each of these is a step toward reclaiming your nights and restoring your days. And if you've ever doubted whether simple foods can make a difference, let eggs remind you that nature has always held answers we sometimes overlook. Take this knowledge, put it into practice, and give yourself permission to rest, to restore, and to dream again. You've earned it. And if this message resonated with you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more uplifting health insights, and share it with someone you care about. Because better sleep after 50 is not just possible, it's within reach. One choice, one meal, one night at a time.